Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anywhere you come across my video, you have to share, you have to like, you have to subscribe to Aziza Audio YouTube channel. You have to follow me on Instagram. You have to follow me on TikTok. Based there. This message is direct to the federal government. It's direct to the federal government. It's direct to the chief of army, this new chief of army staff and chief of air defense navy. Because you see, right from time we have been calling the federal government, telling them this thing they are doing is not the right thing. How can you owe a terrorist that killed more than 3,000 Nigeria, 3,000 soldiers? Then you call the terrorist on the war front. Then the terrorist, then you go take it, you rehabilitate it, put it to Nigeria army. So now, the Nigeria army, they are crying out that those people, those repeated Boko Haram, they are working against them. You understand? So they are leaking their information out. They are leaking their whereabouts. If they plan how to strategize, they will lead that to their people. You understand? What would they? We have been clamoring for this, even where Buhari was in power, telling him that. In the world, we never see in the world where a country, a repeated terrorist that will bring into the society, we join Nigeria army, we join Nigeria soldier. Those are the reasons there why we be say with the ten, there's the northern governor, at the northern ex-president, at the northern Muslim, at the northern Imam, and the Sudan or Sokoto. Those people, they are behind of the people that are sponsoring Boko Haram and Fulani S-men and ISWAP. So before I continue, I will first play this video. After this video, I will analyze. Because what is going on in Nigeria, it cannot go on in any other country. Because our government, they do nothing.
Guys, the Nigerian soldier who are fighting Boko Haram terrorists in Yobe and Bono has cried out, said that the repentant Boko Haram amongst them has betrayed them, leaking their strategy, their movement, and the kind of weapon they are using to fight them. Now, does it mean that they are not fully repented and they recruit them into army? They are here parading as Nigerian soldiers while working with Boko Haram in the bush. Anyway, according to the news from Sahara Reporter, they say that some frontline Nigerian soldiers fighting Boko Haram terrorists in Yobe and Bono State have accused the government-backed repentant insurgents of leaking critical military strategies, positions, and weapon details to their former commanders. The soldiers who are currently serving in multiple bases across the Northeast described the policy of integrating repentant Boko Haram members into military operation as deadly mistake that continues to cost lives. One of the soldiers told Sahara reporters on Tuesday that the so-called repentant fighters routinely brief terrorist leaders about Nigeria army movement and plan before major attacks. They said that before Boko Haram attacked any military camp in the Northeast, they already know how we operate. These repentant fighters tell them everything, the soldiers revealed. They expose how many men we deploy at the gates or entrance, the kind of weapons we carry, even the daily routine in the camp. He added that the leaks had made many soldiers extremely vulnerable. The soldier further revealed that they tell Boko Haram that every morning between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m., all soldiers must return to the camp for what we call stand to, the period when we observe enemy movements. They also tell the Boko Haram where our armory is located. They inform Boko Haram where we keep all our weapons, including rifles, GMPGs, RPGs, PKTs, hand grenades, and even bomb. According to the soldier, the sabotage also extends to logistics and supplies. They even tell them where our food store is so that when Boko Haram attacks, they can cut away our food to starve us. Because we load food monthly, they know the exact time supplies arrives. He said that without insider information from this repentant element, most Boko Haram attacks would not have succeeded. And this is the truth.
Nigeria government, now they see the bounty one that they do with a citizen. Now see the bounty one that they do with a soldier. After you a repeated Boko Haram, you integrate it and put it to the society. It cannot work in any other country. So Nigeria government, una go hear war this 2025.
And ex-insurgents disguised as repentant
Boko Haram, yes.
As our reporters earlier reported, many soldiers have expressed anger and frustration at being compared by their commanders to patrol, share intelligence, and even live in the same camp with former Boko Haram members who surrendered under government amnesty program. The soldier further revealed that in our camp, we have repentant Boko Haram members, those ones that surrendered. They are working with us. We go on patrol together so that they can give us information about Boko Haram fighters still hiding in the bush, one soldier said. He added, however, that many of them had used that arrangement to infiltrate the army and feed information back to the terrorists. Some of them have run back to the bush to rejoin Boko Haram after gathering intelligence from us. That's why we don't believe they are truly repentant. Another soldier described the police as a betrayer of the sacrifice of the frontline troops. These people killed our colleagues and civilians. Then one day they say they have surrendered and the government forgives them just like that. Now we are forced to work with them. It doesn't make sense. According to multiple sources, some of these ex-fighters have been given motorbikes, stipends, and even military uniforms by the Yobe and Bono State government, allegedly to help in counter-insurgency operations. They are paid salaries and feed whatever we eat in the camp, another soldier disclosed. Only our senior officers know their real numbers. We, the field soldiers, don't like them, but our commanders say we must work with them. The Nigerian government, the radicalization and reintegration policy has long drawn outreach and suspicion. Remember, in 2014, Sahara reporters reported how 13 repentant Boko Haram members escaped with both motorcycles and sophisticated weapons provided by the Bono State government, which had been training them for reintegration into the Nigerian military. In July 2024, the state government claimed to have reintegrated 8,490 repentant Boko Haram members through East Bono Model Rehabilitation Scene. What things they happen in this country. So it means that even the soldiers are not comfortable with working with the so-called repentant Boko Haram. The problem is, you can say that this is happening between Yobe and Bono. And these are the most terrorized areas. If all these people, over 8,400 plus, or almost 8,500 repentant Boko Haram, just how many months ago? Why is there still insecurity in the same home? It meant that these people who they claim repentance didn't fully repent. So they recruit Boko Haram into army as a repentant fighters or a repentant Boko Haram to be directly still working with Boko Haram in the bush, giving them information, their movement, their plan, their attack. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so sad that our soldiers had to go through this. You can see that some of these soldiers are working. They're really working.
My fellow Nigeria, please, I call on Nigeria youth. Please don't rely on the federal government. Don't rely on this present administration. You see this repeated Boko Haram. No. The northern governor, the northern emir, the sultan of Sokoto, they are using that against Nigeria soldier. So we say this before. This cannot work in anywhere. But when you say they come after you, we call on federal government to designate all those repeated Boko Haram, to send them back. They will send them back to prison. Please, anywhere you come across this video, please, you have to share. You have to subscribe to Aziza Audio YouTube. You have to follow me on my TikTok. You have to follow me on Instagram. Base there.